in front of a loud but unmistakably tense crowd. MLB The Show's coverage of the Major League Baseball postseason begins right here. It's the one-game National League wildcard playoff between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Arizona Diamondbacks.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And now here's the starting nine for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Steve, what has to happen if they want to survive the wild card game and move on?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Patrick Corbin gets the nod here at home for the National League wildcard game. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball. Here's a pitch taken for ball one as we get underway here at 7:06.
First pitch, 7:06.
Chop this one right side. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he is in there.
That's a tough way to start a ball game on the mound. He makes a good pitch, gets himself a ground ball, but it's in a spot where they can't make a play on it.
Settling in now, Jason Medrano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hot shot on the ground to short. And that'll get through into left. Back-to-back hits here to open our ball game tonight.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Freddie Freeman steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
So important here to pick up the first run of the game from scoring position. I guess that's true in any game, but especially in the wild card game. Everything here is just going to get magnified 10 times over. You've got to make these opportunities count.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Prado retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
And here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. First and second now, 1 man out. Still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit to third. Prado is there. One there. On to Goldschmidt. A double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, as this game moves along, keep an eye on Gerardo Parra. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Reggie Gomes is on the mound for the visitors in this NL wildcard matchup. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, what's real special about his fastball is the late movement. Has a lot of running action, and it'll really eat up the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Gerardo Parra comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton is under this one. One gone.
And this figures to be a very nerve-wracking game. I mean, both of these teams have played hard for 162 games, and now everything rides on just one game. One error, one wild pitch, one double play could be the difference between moving on or going home.
Aaron Hill comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Paul Goldschmidt takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Simmons on to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. On to the second inning here in the desert with no score. Evan Gattis will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
He's set. Here it comes. Runners off for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first with it is Hill, 1 away.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Coming to the plate now, Danny Valencia. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's too high, ball 2.
No strike.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
3-0.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Parra on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Gaddis will take the turn and keep on going. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Herrera, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And he misses with it. 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Reggie Gomes gets a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with two gone.
Well, you know, some pitchers flat out just don't like to go up there and swing it, and I get it. Most of them can't hit at all. But, hey, this is an opportunity right here to help your own cause.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Harvey Jean strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
The shortstop, Harvey Jane.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Medrano going back on it, still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Medrano coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing. I mean, first off, this pitch is out of the strike zone, and secondly, he tries to pull it instead of taking it the other way. Anyhow, pays off for him.
Into the box now, Martin Prado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Well, they might have been looking for the outside part of the plate there, but this one comes right back over the middle. So, I mean, he's lucky to get out of this with just a pop-up.
Standing in now, Delman Young. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Pause, now the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And that's swung on and missed as Young punches out, and that's out number 2.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. And look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Into the box now, Cody Ross, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Jason Hayward is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Young on the run. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Jason Medrano is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. One out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. chopped weakly to the left. Prado's up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Parra shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Patrick Corbin digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Up for the Diamondbacks. Pitcher, Patrick
Into the windup and the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, with 2 strikes, he's thinking about just trying to make contact and take the ball the other way. You see there, this pitch is bearing in on him, and he winds up swinging right through it.
In is Gerardo Parra, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 2, Aaron Hill.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Hill. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Justin Upton is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Nope.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, they're setting up a way, and you'll see him go out of the zone to help him out. Hey, as a pitcher, there's nothing you like more.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Andrelton Simmons stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Grounded to third. Prado is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that'll lead things off for Arizona.
Goldschmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Digging for second is Goldschmidt. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Striding into the box, Harvey Jean. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Oh, and it was a great swing, too, Matty. I mean, that was a breaking ball away, and he just went with it and drove it right out of here to the opposite field.
And a high strike there, 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Yeah, and I don't know if their wires got crossed up there or what, but this is going to go as a passed ball as it moves the runner up to third now with just one out.
One out and a runner on third. And that misses ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Martin Prado in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And this is on the ground for Valencia. Could be two. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Danny Valencia heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Third baseman, Danny Valencia.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Parra giving chase. He's got it one away.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Jonathan Herrera is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Parra racing back at the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Ready now, Reggie Gomes. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for Atlanta. Swung on and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Delman Young comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Delman Young.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
He tried to check his swing. Looked like it was going to be a strike anyway, but he couldn't commit all the way. And as a result, he gives him a free out here with an easy soft liner.
Into the box, Cody Ross. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And they froze him on a changeup, if I recall correctly.
Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. A little bouncer. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First offering on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
1 strike.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder
Gerardo Parra will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
From the stretch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Aaron Hill would be next. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And this usually stems from a guy that's sitting on a fastball. So when he gets that changeup, normally he's so far out on his front foot, he'll just hook it foul. But instead, this time he's able to stay back, keep his hands back just long enough to keep this one fair right down the line.
So here's Aaron Hill. As he'll ground this one foul off to the right, it's strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. This is line to left. And this ought to plate a couple as this falls down for extra bases. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he'll get in there safely.
As a hitter, you love it when you guess right. This is a curveball, and he's on it all the way. Drives this one into the corner, and that's going to score 2 runs.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. And Boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. D-backs out in front, 3-1. Jason Hayward makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Nope. 3-0.
And in a 2-run game right here, you don't want to walk a guy leading off an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Into the box, Jason Medrano, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
And that's a pretty good job of staying with the ball because he doesn't really panic after he clanked it. And then he just regathers himself and fires a strike to first to get the out.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail it here 3-1. Harvey Jean will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Outside, 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Ryan Trimble will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Ryan Trimble.
Miguel Montero will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Martin Prado now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. A 1-0 delivery. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Ripped down the first base line. Simmons back to first, but it's right over his head.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
In now, Delman Young. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, Cody Ross. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike one. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Looped out towards short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front, and before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Justin Upton will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, this has been a pretty good ball game out of a guy who really hasn't pounded the strike zone. He's only thrown a first pitch strike to 40% of the hitters that he's faced, and yet look where he's standing right here, getting it done.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Evan Gattis, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Ball inside.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Andrelton Simmons will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
From the belt, the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. To short, hit hard. Right to him. There's one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Braves go down quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Patrick Corbin will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
Gerardo Parra steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Tap foul at home plate. One and two. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Hit on the ground to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The second baseman, number 2, Aaron Hill.
Stepping in, Aaron Hill. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Hit hard to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as the lead remains 3-1. Leading off the inning, Danny Valencia, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Chris Johnson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Chris Johnson.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Skied into straightaway right. Ross sprinting after it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he's safe.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Brian Jackson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Brian Jackson.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A man at third with 1 away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready to deliver the 1-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and 1 out. That's just basic execution that's lacking right there.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
He's at an even 100 pitches now for the ball game. I'd have to think this will be it if he can get this guy.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Two outs here with a runner at third. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Sliced hard on the ground. Hill is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Michael Vasquez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Michael Vasquez.
Dan Ugla will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 27, Dan Ugla.
Paul Goldschmidt digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. To third. Valencia fields it cleanly. 1 away.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Harvey Jean steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
The catcher, number 26, Miguel Montero.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Comes set, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Martin Prado now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway.
A bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Upton's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Arizona, and it's still 3-1. Addison Reed is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Addison Reed.
Jason Medrano will come forward now trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the ninth.
Well, it's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. High in the air out to center field. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Freddie Freeman will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Reed's ready. Here he comes 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
0-2 count and the pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 home. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Justin Upton will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the Braves now are down to their final strike.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
49,033 get up as 1 here at Chase Field.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Struck him out. Atlanta, good night.
Well, I really think that having home field advantage here made a huge difference. And these guys are going to wind up surviving this one-game wild card playoff. So now it's down to the division series, where they're going to come into that game with just a little bit of momentum.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So for Eric Karros and Steve Lyons and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. We're just getting started, folks. You've been watching the National League Wildcard Game on MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance: 49,033. The Diamondbacks thank you for joining us here at Chase Field and remind you to please drive home safely.